Hi everyone, I'm
Hi.
Francesco.
I'm Maria Chiara,
We are from Siena.
and I'm an English teacher. I teach in a high school here in Siena, and we are doing this for our nice friend who lives in Vietnam.
And I'm Francesco, I am a lawyer, I live in Siena. I love Siena, but I also discovered that I love so much Vietnam because we were there a few days ago. We stayed there for 10 days.
And it was an amazing experience. We would like to thank Vietnamese people in general because they were very, very lovely, and the school which hosts us. We stayed there for an exchange with our fourth year students of our high school, and we went, as Francesco has just told you, we stayed there for 10 days, 11 days. Our students spent their time in Vietnamese families, and they had a very great time. And we had the chance to know people, to visit a lot of famous, amazing places. For example, Halong Bay, Nha Trang, and Hanoi.
I enjoyed so much the food too. The food is amazing, and we loved the people. I left part of my heart there because Vietnamese people are so nice, so kind, so smiling. They were smiling everywhere.
And the weather in Vietnam is really nice. As you can see, here in Italy is autumn. So leaves are all yellow and brown, and even if the landscape is amazing, it's quite chilly in here. What you are seeing right now is one of the most important churches here in Siena. So I was saying that this is San Domenico. San Domenico. Domenico is a name, is a maiden name, and it's the name of one of the most significant saints here in Siena. It's quite an important church because, it's situated right at the center, in the center of our town. Our town is quite small. It's small because it just has 60,000 inhabitants, but it's full of history and full of important traditions. This is the entrance of the church.
As we were saying, this is the main entrance.
This is the main entrance, and we're gonna get inside. Probably you can see some details of the door, and we will have to whisper inside. We can't. As you can see, this is a huge, Romanic church, and the flags, which you can probably notice at a distance, we're trying to focus on them, are the flags of the contradas, which mean districts, in which Siena, our town, is divided. Siena is divided into 17 districts called contradas, and each one of them has got a name and a symbol and specific colors. I'll give you an example. For example, that one is onda, which means wave, but the symbol is a beautiful long dolphin, and the colors are white and light blue. The other one, this one, we're going to focus on it. It's called nicchio, but the symbol is a shell. It's a shell. So In Siena, contradas are part of our daily life. People live in the contrada, they spend time in the contrada, they have friends, they have dinner, and they share lots of their life experience. Here I am again. Well, I'm not probably the right person to talk about contradas because I do belong to one of them. I belong to the shell, but I'm not a real fan of contrada. Francesco would be the best person to describe, to talk about contradas. You just have to know that every year, twice a year, there is an old horse race called Palio. Palio means horse race, in which only 10 of these 17 contradas compete to win this competition. At the end of the competition, they will be winning a silk pan called the palio, which every year is painted usually by a famous painter, not necessarily Italian. He or she must be even from abroad.
We are here, we are still in the church, San Domenico Church, and we are here with our friend Federico, who works here, and he wants to say something about Santa Caterina, who he loves, and he knows very well. Okay.
Hello, I'm Federico. I work in this basilica for 27 years, about, and this is one of the most important places about St. Catherine, because here St. Catherine come to pray. Here have the first mystical experience happen here. In particular, in this church happened the change of the heart with Jesus and the mystical marriage. Here in this basilica we preserve the head of St. Catherine. St. Catherine was dead in Rome for natural death. After the death, the Sienese people wanted some relic, and the Pope gave us the head. The rest of the body is in Rome. This basilica is very important for the pilgrims in the world, because St. Catherine is very famous, a very important woman for the church, for the Catholic Church. This is the real portrait of St. Catherine. We consider the real face of St. Catherine because it was painted by her friend Andrea Vanni. Andrea Vanni is a painter, and we have the letters St. Catherine wrote to him. This is one of the most important phrases of St. Catherine writings, the letter 368, and the translation is there. If you really are what you should be, you will set all Italy aflame, the flame of spirits, not of the fire. And I say you hello, and in next August in Vietnam there will be the general meeting of the Dominican, because next year change the general of the order, and next year all the Dominican fathers will be in Vietnam.
So maybe we will be there with all of them. Thank you so much, Federico, and so we keep walking.
Walking. Un attimino anche farvi vedere qualcosa di più di Siena. Sa quant'è che vivo in centro, Francesco?
È bellissimo, no, è bello, io
Grazie a te.
prendo una ripresa anche di qua, Rimando. Che dicevi, tanto a parte in italiano? Cosa?
Devo andare in quel punto preciso. Quando sono stata sabato sera ero a cena con Alessia, sono andata in Piazza del Campo, ma basta.
No, lo so.
Però ecco, farci una bella girata fra i vicoli, in effetti.
Io qualche volta stacco dallo studio e fa una passeggiata, perché sono qui, capito?
Ti viene comodo, sei qui.
Ma entro anche in questa chiesa qualche volta.
Quanto è bello.
This is Santa Caterina, the house of Santa Caterina. Sì.
Quanti archi sono? Quanti bellissimi.
This is another characteristic of Siena. There are many arches.
Arches. And well, this is typical of all medieval town. But what is peculiar in Siena is that every single tiny path or street in Siena has got these steep streets with arches, with these really old bricks, and well, people from Siena, it's quite tiring to walk in Siena, but we are used to.
Hello again. Hi again. We are here. This is another view of Siena. If Maria Chiara wants to say something, she's still here.
Well, we are very close to the church we have just been to, and it's a shame because today it's a foggy day, so you can't really enjoy the amazing landscape we have the chance to see from here. Well, if you come to Siena, you will have the chance. What you can see at the distance is the main cathedral of Siena, with the tower of the cathedral, which is unfortunately covered by this thick fog. In a few hours, the sun should come out. And this is one of the favorite spots for tourists. Many tourists usually come here to take pictures of this place, because this is the place in which you can probably really see, how Siena should have looked like many years ago. Because as you probably know, Siena is a medieval town. Over there, for example, you can see one of the towers. Most of them have been cut, but probably during those years, Siena was full of high towers. Each tower symbolized the power of the family who owned the tower and the house.
Hello again. This is Piazza del Campo. The tower, as you can see, is really tall, really old, and it comes from a medieval town. Ciao, medieval time, and
this is the main square here in Siena. As you can see, it has got quite an unique shape because it has a shell shape. Its shape, Francesco can focus on some details. It has got the shape of a shell, okay, and it is considered one of the most beautiful squares in Italy, but not only in Italy, in Europe actually.
Now it's time to go and to say goodbye.
So we will leave you with this lovely view of Siena. As you can see, there are lots of bars and restaurants. So if you have the chance to come to Siena, you can sit on in one of these bars, cafes, and restaurants, enjoy an Italian coffee and this breathtaking view. Bye.
Bye bye.